Hey there YouTube, it's Nick with Feeding Fitness. Just got back from the gym, crushed some leg day. You can't spell legendary without leg day. Check it out, it works. And today I'm going to talk about the paleo diet. I get questions about this a lot, be it on the internet or from people I know. What do you think about the paleo diet? I want to try it. My friend lost 50 pounds doing it. Well, let me tell you what I think about the paleo diet. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you already know what I think. I think it's shit. And now let me explain why. The paleo diet literally contains every aspect that I consider poor in a diet. The number one, well, first let me explain what the paleo diet is. The paleo diet is supposed to mimic what early humans ate during the Paleolithic time period. So it makes sense why you call it that. Now, what did early humans eat during this time period? Nobody knows! We're guessing! So, first big red X to the paleo diet right there. Our best guess is that early humans lived off a diet of wild animals that they hunted and vegetables, fruits, berries, things they could gather, fungus, things of that nature. What it specifically prohibits are modern things like grains, legumes, white potatoes, dairy products, all sorts of things you can't have on the paleo diet because early man didn't have it. So the idea is early man was in better shape than modern man. And as far as we know, this is probably true. You didn't find a lot of obese, diabetic early humanoids, but we don't really know because, you know, they're all dead. But they weren't exactly keeping a lot of research 10, 20,000 years ago. But, you know, you get the idea. They probably weren't dying of, you know, heart disease and diabetes and the problems we kind of associate with obesity today. And people are trying to attribute this to their diet. So if we can just mimic their diet, we would wipe out problems like obesity and diabetes, so on and so forth. Well, you can't say that, you have no idea. Here are some inherent problems with the paleo diet. First of all, like I said, huge list of banned foods, huge list. Anything with grain in it. So it's not a low-carb diet per se because you can have fruits, but it's going to end up being a low-carb diet. So have fun training when your only carbs come from fruit and, you know, even if you love fruit, you're only going to eat so much fruit in a day. And because the carbs you get from vegetables are just not going to add up enough. When you're bulking and you're trying to get strong in the gym, 300, 400, 500 carbs a day, have fun getting that all from fruit. Now, your meat can't just be any meat. You can't just go down to the store and get a steak. It's got to be grass-fed, the organic meat. I don't know if you guys have ever looked into that. It's expensive. It's really expensive. And sure, there's proof that grass-fed meat has more omega-3 fatty acids in it than conventional fed meat, but at the same time I'd rather pop a fish oil pill and save a shitload of money. So it's going to be a very expensive diet for you, and you're going to miss all the foods you crave. Think about all the things that are banned by this diet. Delicious things like ice cream and pizza and sugar-coated cereal and anything with processed oil, anything with processed sugar, and anything with grain. That's everything. I mean, sure, if you want to cut out the junk food for a little while, that's fine. It's not necessary at all to be healthy, but this diet goes way too far. Alright? Good luck sticking to it long term. If you can, more power to you. Congratulations, you didn't have to. Is this diet going to get you results? At first, probably. And I say probably, and I'm going to explain why. Based on its huge list of restricted foods, the sheer number of things that you can't eat, and they all happen to be pretty calorically dense things, you will probably put yourself in a calorie deficit eating paleo. You just probably will. Unless you have the kind of appetite that you're going to eat pounds of meat and pounds of fruit a day, you will probably end up cutting calories by accident. And that's why you're going to lose weight. It's got nothing to do with the types of foods you've eaten and any of that. It's because you dropped your calories below your maintenance level. And you weren't even trying. You did it because you cut out things like pasta, which is a calorie bomb, ice cream, a calorie bomb. So yeah, you might have some results. The problem with the diet is long-term adherence. Good luck. If you can stick to this diet for the rest of your life, then my hat's off to you. I'm a very disciplined person. I couldn't do it. I could probably run this diet for a few months, and I consider myself to have more discipline as far as food goes than the average Joe. So if you're the average Joe and you think this is the diet for you, you're flipping crazy. Here's what's going to happen, because I've seen it a million times. You're going to get gung-ho about the diet. You're going to buy some book. You're going to read all you can about the diet. Meanwhile, you are shoveling your face with all the worst kind of foods because you know that after whatever arbitrary date you set to start the diet, you're not going to get them at all. So first count, you're probably going to gain 5 pounds just leading up to the diet because subconsciously you know you're not going to get to have all your favorite foods. All right, bam, the day comes, start the diet. You're going to tell all your friends, you're going to tell everyone. You know, when you're at work, hey, do you want this cookie? I can't have that cookie. I'm eating paleo. And you're going to explain to every single person who goes, hey, what's that? You're going to convert them like this is the best new thing. 2 weeks are going to go by, you're going to drop 5, 10, maybe 15 pounds, and it's all going to be water weight because your carbs are so low. You are literally going to drain yourself of glycogen and pee out a ton of water, and you're going to think it's a 15-pound fat loss in 2 weeks, which is nearly impossible, totally impossible without also shedding off mad amounts of muscle. And then here's what's going to happen. You're going to, if you can make it a month, you're going to stall because you aren't going to be in quite the calorie deficit that you think you are. You're going to get used to eating the paleo foods, and you're going to start eating more of them. And that weight loss is going to plateau. There's not going to be any more water weight to lose. There's not going to be any more glycogen to lose. Meanwhile, on your brain, ice cream, pizza, your favorite foods, all you want is pasta. Oatmeal starts to sound like a delicious treat to you. And that's ridiculous. You know, you want a piece of cheese, you want a freaking glass of milk. That stuff starts to seem so good to you. But you can't have it because early man didn't have it. Alright, so finally, you break down, you binge hard, and guess what? Weight gain. Because all those carbs come back, glycogen stores fill up, water starts to retain, and all that magic weight you lost in the first 2 weeks is right back on, because it wasn't fat in the first place. Alright, now, say you do manage to stick this diet, and you do have a good weight loss with it, you still didn't have to do it. You could have used the same calories and macronutrients that you ate on your paleo diet and had foods that you actually enjoyed and had the same health benefits and the same outcomes, okay? Just a couple other odds and ends that I think are stupid about this diet. You're skipping maybe the most important part. Early man ate those foods, probably, but he also hunted and gathered those foods. Going to the grocery store or Sam's Club is not a hunter-gatherer experience, though sometimes at Sam's or Walmart I feel like I'm in the jungle, but you're not. You're not going out and killing that animal you're eating and expending all kinds of energy tracking down your food, gathering and hunting. And your 1 hour workout in the gym that's a carb-depleted workout isn't going to even come close to mimic hunting for 12 hours to get some food. The other thing that early man did that you're not going to do, when they had food present, they ate and ate and ate and ate because they didn't know when their next meal was going to come. It's actually those paleo men that are to blame for why our bodies are stuck in this, when we have a surplus of calories, we're going to store. That's why your body is so good at holding on to fat, because early man didn't know when their next meal was going to be. Through evolution, we're designed to store excess calories because we don't know when our next meal is. But you do. Even if you're eating paleo, you know where the grocery store is. You know where the organic food store is that you can get your grass-fed beef. You're not hunting and gathering and doing all that. It's nonsense. So, paleo diet gets double thumbs down for me. If it works for you, great, but it's not for the reasons you think. It's because you put yourself in a caloric deficit and you can do that exact same thing eating regular foods. So, in conclusion, the paleo diet sucks. I don't think anybody should do it. And if you want to do a real diet, Google flexible dieting or check out this video that I did on the subject. So that's all I have to say. If you want to leave some hateful comments down there because you love the paleo diet so much, I would love you too. And any questions or comments can be put on the Facebook page as well at facebook.com/feedingfitness. I'll see you guys next time.